You know what's funny? I just took a political science class, so this is okay.
The purpose for our government is laid out in the preamble, right here. Is the government doing that?
I would say I think our government is more able to provide a blueprint or like a just like a plan versus carrying out actions sometimes. Um, some of these I would say check off, like the government is probably doing things to address these issues, but I don't know. A lot of it feels more performative versus actually receiving action, and especially like in a city like San Francisco, where we're kind of expected because like as a big city, we're like expected to be like politically involved or like receive these benefits or like whatever. But I wouldn't say that I see the government fully delivering this, right? And so it's easy on paper, but once you kind of like ask for action, like it's easy to promise certain things or like certain like I really can't find the word right now. It's easy to promise it, but I wouldn't say that I see it fully delivered yet.
Who's responsible ultimately for making sure that our government does these things?
I think that applies to every level of government. So we could start with local and then it goes, eventually it's up to like federal, right? But with local government, I think what we could do is involve ourselves with local resources or just like members of the community and kind of like take a step away from policing and more kind of working with like other resources around us. Um, but I also think that it shouldn't be up to the people to decide like what's a good plan. I think because these people take up these jobs and they get like this money and they get this platform that they should be able and it doesn't matter what the community looks like, that they should be able to find ways to work within like like different groups and like work within like different circumstances. I don't think it's up to the people basically to try to come up with a solution because then it's kind of putting this like they're like criminalizing us almost or kind of just like making us like we're supposed to come up with a solution. Oh, sorry, like we have to come up with a solution when it's a systemic thing and it's been going on forever. And I think that's their way of making it like a individual problem versus like what can they do as authority figures to break down the system and be like this is like our foundation already is messed up and I think that's where we need to start, right? It's racist, it's classist, it's all that, and so I think that's where we need to start. That's where they need to start, and then we as people can follow that example, and then like once we feel uplifted we're going to want to help people around us, but until that happens I don't think we're going to get it.
So who's responsible? Is it them?
Just not us.
They,
Yeah, not
they,
us.
the
They,
government?
the guys up here. Yeah, I don't think it's us. It's not us at all. I think we're not victims of it, but I think we for sure we feel the effects more than people who are not in the community. Yeah. I liked it because it was about like kind of like not like suffering, but it was like it literally is like somebody please help me, but like they're asking for someone to listen to them. And then I think that they might like that might also apply because like your message gets lost and like unless you look like someone who people want to listen to, then they're not going to listen to you. But I think it's really important just to like get sympathy and feel empathy and like practice that within people around you because it's not always like when you can benefit, but it's also like we have to help each other because realistically that's what it is, and that's I feel like that plays into the division that we feel with like authority figures and whatnot. Yeah.